one of the fireballs came up through the middle of the building and turned the tree into a million polygonal pieces of broken children's dreams. Hello everybody, GrayStillPlays, and we're back with more brick rigs. In the land of brick rigs, overkill isn't an option. It's a necessity. Magic Mushroom has crafted for us this being. It is the shoot gun. The shoot gun does a couple of things very well. It likes to, well, let me put it this way. Should you dare fire the shoot gun and cause its, many internal organs to explodicate, your computer will be very sad. However, if you fire it and shoot at whatever you're trying to fire at and not blow the shoot gun up, your computer will be very happy. Well, I guess unless what you're shooting at has a million blocks in it. Let us roam around for a moment in the Drift King, otherwise known as the shoot gun. I don't know if this is supposed to be a shotgun or a shoot gun. It has a lot of O's in it, that's all I know. Let us go ahead and now it may look like in the front here, we just have two giblets, two plunger, giant black Q-tip looking things. But don't you worry, Magic Mushroom has somehow managed to cram 6 billion guns inside of it. And that's why you don't want this thing to blow up. Because should it do such a thing, all hell will break loose. And like I said, should you have a computer that struggles with brick rigs, it may just crash. Now I will say, I am using the new rig here. So I'm hoping to see better frame rates when we blow up incredibly large things. Let me go. Okay, this is not what was. Well. The frame rate only tanked for a moment, but then I was ejaculated into the stratosphere. Back on planet Earth, Gray attempts to make brick rigs work for a second time. Okay. So here we go. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our crosshairs here. We're gonna kind of just put it around where you want to explodicate. Imagine all of the crosshair is a zone of death, because effectively it is. Now the other thing that we're gonna want to do here is slow down time big time. In fact, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and make this thing invulnerable, because quite frankly, if this thing just randomly detonates again, I'm gonna be very sad. Fire the shoot gun! There it is. The wave of sadness, as I call it. The wave of sadness and regret. It's like a flag. It's like a flag of oppression, slowly moving across the city. And once the little pellets begin to come in contact with basically anything in a quarter-mile radius, it is just death and pain and sorrow. I think we're gonna take that building over there down too. Yep. Looking good. Let us go ahead and move things along as half of Bricksville is immediately taken to the ground. That was one shot from the shoot gun. The shoot gun was essentially, I think it was described as the shockwave, but in one direction only. Now, I said it was all about overkill, so this wouldn't be appropriate unless we use this being up against something completely and irresponsibly large. You boys like big tanks? You boys like ridiculously big tanks? This is called The Mother of All Tanks by Kurama Kitsune. And it is far too ridiculous. You really have to see this next to a building to get a true understanding of how stupidly large this thing is. This is the tank, and this is the tiny little shoot gun. Look at how pathetically small it appears in, when compared to something like this. The comparison, I don't know, man. It's almost like a mouse and an elephant or something. But the question is, can the mother of all tanks stand up to the shoot gun's great prowess I think I want to shoot this from much closer than over there, though. There we are. This seems appropriate. Oh, shoot gun. Let's go ahead and line up. The first one's going to be in slow motion, and maybe we'll do the second and the third one in normal motion. But I really want to see how combustible this vehicle is. Fire the shoot gun! There's the wave of pain! Into the mother of all tanks! And we have ignition! Oh, wow! The entire side of the mother. Look what happens to the shoot gun. The shoot gun does like backflips from the hit, from the recoil of its own weapon. Did we take out a random building in the background? I think we did. This always happens. Some random building that isn't even supposed to be a part of the experiment always ends up falling. Now, those ones I'm completely responsible for. But this one over here, I didn't mean it. Go ahead and move things along. And as the smoke clears, how is the mother of all tanks looking? You know what? It took that hit like a champ. I mean, it still has some wheels on this side. How many shots would it really take to get through this beast? Let's go ahead and fire again. There we go. There goes another building in the background. Yeah, at least 2 shots from the shoot gun, and we're not even halfway through. Super slow motion again. Coming at kind of a 3/4 angle, right into those turrets, right into the gun over there. There's the gun. There's the explosives I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, I'm sure if this creature had any level of explosive items inside of it, the effects would probably be far worse. Did another building just randomly explode? I'm pretty sure another building just randomly exploded. I think it was one way over there. It happens all the time. There's a sad tire kind of wobbling around. This vehicle, with all of its bricks, is doing very well. I'm very surprised at how well it's falling apart. Normally, I would expect to see some level of slowdown. So I feel like the new computer is definitely allowing us to get extra explodications in before we begin to see a frame rate. Let's try and grab something a little bit bigger. Jojo Lapino 83. And the Yo-Yo Kill 68, I think it is. I've created a little town over here. I thought it would be fun if we blew up everything with the flag of destiny. So over here, we have a rendition of a Lego police department. Looking pretty sweet as well. Inside, there's a little area over here. Let me go ahead and flutter around slightly slower. There we go. That's what the police department is rocking. There's your jail cell over here. I don't see a coffee pot, which is making me quite sad. You got the City of Brick Rigs Police. That's a coffee cup, I would say, and a decent-sized one at that. Your keyboard for all the paperwork you're going to be doing, because, quite frankly, the city loves exploding every 10 seconds. Just a wad of cash laying up here on the top floor. I don't know why. I don't know if that was confiscated from a scumbag or if the police are just a little dirty over here. We got some classified documentation. And the Brick Rigs Armed Forces clearly has a spot to loom around as well. Over here, the auto mechanic shop for Brick Rigs. Looking sweet. We got an arrow that goes in. It is open, by the way, folks. Inside of here, the very first thing you're going to notice, and I'm happy that this is right in the beginning, is the coffee machine. You have several different types of coffee. You got your cappuccino, your coffee, your Arabica, your brake fluid, your hot chocolate. That's kind of odd. Your motor oil. And your big sock juice. Don't get the number 6, people. Lovely seating area over here. What looks to be a pizza? Maybe a pizza looming around next to the computer station. It says, all shop lights, exterior sign light, and then spray booth and front door alarm. Oh, okay. We got steering. This is all your various things. Because everything in here moves, by the way. Like all the little doors open up and everything, and all the lights turn on, and there have you. Over here, we have several lifts for your vehicular repairs, as well as toolkits, tires, and everything else. The inside of this actually is fantastic. Don't mind the grass growing through the bottom of it, but the rest of it is lovely. The painting area right over here, if you so please, a new paint job on your vehicle. The first aid kit's gonna be getting some freaking use in just a second. Let us maneuver our sad body over to the shoot gun, because the shoot gun has seen the denizens of Bricksville begun to build a new life for themselves. And quite frankly, that will not be tolerated. Maximum sadness should be right about here. Right about here. Let's go ahead and slow dance our way to complete obliteration. Fire! The police station. Fire upon the repair station. Oh, yes. Oh, the wave of reset. It's basically like a giant reset button. It takes everything that the shoot gun doesn't enjoy in life, and it erases it from its field of vision. Watch as various bricks of sizes and shapes of all sorts begin spiraling through the air. God, the smoke this thing causes is ridiculous. Look at it. Look at the pattern of satanic destruction that has occurred in the hills behind us. All right. And as the bricks fall to the ground and the smoke clears, how is the city looking right now? Much more appropriate. You don't need to use the front door anymore. Just go ahead and walk yourself inside of the repair bay. I feel like everything is still, for the most part, in one piece, though. So why don't we go ahead? Let me just line this up. We'll kind of peel on back here. And then fire again. That's more like it. Couple flips never hurt anyone. What happens if you fire from this position? Yep, we go flying. I wonder how far we can fly just by using the shoot gun as a form of propulsion. There we go. There we go. All right, so we got pretty far. All the fires and all of the smoke is finally now clearing. It caused absolute horror to befall my frame rate as all the smoke cluttered the screen. Over here, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think we've pretty much destroyed everything that is around in this region. Over here, Joseph24 and M. Vickers have crafted for us a very festive view. We have Santa and his sleigh, as well as a Christmas tree that almost appears to be wearing a sombrero and some presents, lying on top of the tallest building that is left in Bricksville. This scene cannot go unchecked. Santa will not be allowed to bring happiness and joy to the citizens of Bricksville, and this creature is going to make sure that such a thing does not occur. We have a new job. Bob staring up at this being in awe and shock. It is a guided missile. I've messed around with it a little bit. The guiding, it's questionable. It's pretty tough. I'm not that good, all right? But we're going to try and hit that building anyway. So, this is the name of the guy that made it. Wash Bar Via. I kind of just... What just happened? Why did I get vaulted out of the stratosphere? What did I do this time? All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Now, supposedly, what you do is you get your camera and you get it nice and fixed. So maybe like this here. And then we're going to hit the out button. And then we're going to go ahead and lift it on up. And now this is the part, this is the hard part. Once you get to an appreciable level, you have to go ahead and you have to try and drive this thing. Now let's kind of just focus. Nope, not quite like that. Nope, not. All right, so now let's turn it. All right, yep, right like that. Right like that. Okay, not quite like that. All right. So the first attempt was met with failure. We came pretty close to this building. I actually can't believe that we didn't take this building down. Second time. Oh, crap, I didn't take off. Nope! I think I know why I was launched out of the universe now. Wow. Only 2,100 kilometers per hour, huh? Is that it? All right, we can do this. We can do this. I know we can. The steering is a little bit rough. All right. Well, we get... My body keeps on getting freaking just set into different dimensions and stuff, man. Oh, Santa, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Okay, right like that. Right like that. A little bit down. Oh, a little bit over the side. Up, 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 up. And, oh, so close. So close. I'm finally understanding how to drive it. In general, there's one thing I've learned. When in doubt, just slow things down a lot. And you can, oh crap, I'm facing it the wrong direction. We may actually fall on top of the building. All right, we may fall near the building. Fire the rocket! Please fall close. Please fall close. There we go. That was a good hit. I think we destroyed the wrong building, but we're getting really, really close. Okay. 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 Slow it down, and right about, not yet. Point it a little bit this way, and right about now. All right. Release the button, and I think it may fly right into the side of the building. Oh, no, it's gonna skip. No, come on. So close. Yes. Whoa. What happened to the tree? One of the fireballs came up through the middle of the building and turned the tree into a million polygonal pieces of broken children's dreams. As the building he was like doing a photo shoot on suddenly disintegrates, and the big man wearing the red coat comes crashing down to the ground, his reindeer flopping helplessly as pieces of the tree, wow, that tree got blasted. I mean, like, that tree almost reached orbit. I'm kind of surprised. Santa, really, he's in pretty good health, to be fair. I mean, he fell off a building and he doesn't really look that bad. I thought it would be nice to launch our rocket against well, technically, I guess it's a missile because it's guided. Against something fully destructible. Something made specifically for the purposes of destruction. Over here, Count Vodka is back with another fully destructible house. It looks every bit as homeless as the first one. You can see, it looks like a freaking hurricane ripped through here. Pieces of broken wood and probably rusty nails prepared to give you friggin' lockjaw. Over here, a few random bottles, potentially containing meth, sitting upon a wooden table. And here's our little exit. We don't even get a real door. We just get like an entryway. If ever there was a building that was condemned for death, this has gotta be it. Since Santa got off pretty easy last time, I thought I'd put him right next to the fully destructible house. Over to the guided missile. It's time to bring happiness to an end. Actually, I think we can probably, wow, I feel like the zoom got a lot better than it used to be. Fire the missile. All right, now, I just have to remember which way is which. Okay, oh, this isn't gonna be that hard. So we're just gonna turn a little bit this way, fire a little bit forward, and then right here should be the perfect missile explosion, yes! And there you have it, folks. Condemnation complete. That's how you do demolition over here in Bricksville, baby. Wrecking ball? No. Bulldozer? No reason to spend our money on that. All we need is giant guided missiles. Giant guided missiles are the answer to all of our problems. Santa, I think I see him. There he is. He's still waving hello to the kids. He's like, see you later, folks. Retiring back to the North Pole. Only minus a couple of 100 years off his lifespan. He's been around for a long time, guys. Don't worry, we can't actually kill Santa. Santa is effectively immortal, at least for most of our timelines. Over here, the destructible house faces a harrowing journey into the pit of despair. And wow, yeah, I will say, a very smooth destruction. Looking at this from my, my frame rate goggles over here, I can see that we did pretty well in keeping the frame rate pretty darn solid. Although I'll say, I'm really impressed at how much of this building is still in one piece. Well, when in doubt, let's hit it again. Here we go. There it is. That was a pretty clear shot. Again, it wasn't like perfectly on the money. Like it almost ricocheted off the side of the fully destructible house and then came up with the explosion. This over here, this has to be a, yeah, I was gonna say, this has to be a garage. because there is no way this thing is still in one piece. Over here, Long Tribe has crafted for us, what's it called? The 6-wheeled Viper multi-rocket launcher. There are some instructions on how to use this appropriately, so we're going to give it a shot. We have the Lego-style police station over here. I want to try and bomb this with all of our various rockets. Let's go ahead and just kind of lean back a little bit. Now, there is a targeting function, sort of. Well, I thought there was. There's really not. So we're just going to kind of aim it as we do. Let's see here. If we can kind of move this. Oh, it just goes up and down. Will let us face in the appropriate direction. That's right about there. Right there. That should be perfect. A to open up the rocket doors. Left click to release the rockets from their place of sadness. And then the W key to launch everything. The W key to launch everything. Okay? How about if we hit the left click twice? There we go. The rockets fell. But they're... What in the heck? What's going on in here? What sort of weird jig are all the rockets dancing? What is this? None of the rockets are firing. Get out of the holster, rockets. I don't have time for your crap. A couple of them are like slowly starting to gyrate out of the... No, they're not gyrating at all. They're just all freaking having a good old time inside of the rocket carrier. This isn't gonna work if they're... What was that? What happened over there? How did this building explode? There wasn't even any rockets that hit it. That doesn't make any sense. Whoa. Okay. Hi there, police building. I don't know what happened to you. It just... Whoa, okay. All right. Well, I think this was a really, really bad example. Just like random stuff keeps exploding. This is a really bad example, I think, of how the rocket thing is supposed to perform. All right. Try this one more time. Only this time with maybe a little bit less sadness. Go ahead and move it down. Open up the door. I know this is how it works. And then it should be left click to release all the rockets. But you can see right here, the rockets do not want to get released. And if I do it a second time, look at how they all limply just fall down. Sad and alone. Like now if I shoot them, you can't, they won't get out of the holster. Get out. Get out. Come on. All right, maybe we're doing this wrong. Maybe we have to hold down the launch first and then release them. Maybe that's how this works. Let's go ahead and aim this down. All right. Hold it down, then release. How about that? Oh, definitely not. I think this is one of those creations that when you blow it up the first time, it just ruins it for everything else. Like, look, I haven't even started yet. And one of the rockets is just, like, somehow teleporting through the back plate of the launching mechanism. Yeah, this is no good. This is not gonna work. You know what? Maybe we can use the rockets. Hold on. Maybe I could use the rockets to propel myself into the police station. That's not working either. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're just going to drive into the police station. Just drive into the police station. And then when we're nice and close, fire all of the rockets. I think that worked. There we go. Perfect. See? It's a rocket launcher, sort of. The way you work it is you just get going as fast as you can, you run into something solid, and then you release the rockets as they all come spilling outside of the launching mechanism. It's actually quite effective, as right now, the police station is on fire and burning to the ground, while the vehicle continues to slowly... I told you it would explode. It's brick rigs, people. It was gonna work one way or the other. Lizard is back, and he has crafted for us the crash and burn. Supposedly, this biplane looking creature here folds and destroys and buckles under the pressure like no other when it comes into contact with various buildings. Let us take off extremely slowly. and then bank ourselves around. Oh yes, look at how glorious it is. Look at how lovingly it flies. It actually flies not too terrible. But what we need to do is get a little bit of height over here, and then go ahead and run ourselves directly into the ground. Oh, it's so slow. You have no idea. It's so very, very slow. Just trying to get some altitude is a freaking lesson in futility. Screw it. I'm just gonna wow. I was gonna say, I'm just gonna crash to the first building I can. It did buckle pretty good. I wonder what would happen if we shot this thing out of the sky with the shoot gun. The plane is lined up. The shoot gun is lined up. Prepare to deconstruct anything that opposes us. Fire the shoot gun! Oh, Lizard. Did you ever foresee such a fate? Did you ever foresee such a thing? Turn this thing to mincemeat. Commence the dissection. Oh, it was everything I hoped it would be. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. But real quick, we may have to do this to Santa. Let us watch. As the... Oh, no. No, it's happening. I can hear it in the background. I can feel it in my frame rate. No! There it was. Did you see the 10,000 guns go flying everywhere? The shoot gun. Look at them all. It just imploded in upon itself. I forgot to make it immortal. Nope, you're not seeing things. It's Santa riding the Hinden brick. Fire the shoot gun! Oh, the horror. Oh, Santa, I feel kind of bad. I'm lying. I don't feel bad at all. Oh, wow. Woo! The Hinden brick lights up the night as the shoot gun just cracks it in half like an egg. Look at the other half go flying through the air. Santa is nowhere to be found. Particulates of his body flying through the air. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Brick Rigs, where we got to put the shoot gun up against all kinds of different things, utilize some guided missiles, and take a look at some buildings as well. Until the next time, folks, stay foxy and much love.